Alright, that should do it. Let me just, Alright, let me just, Tube Live. Link, copy. Alright, it is about late o'clock and we're just gonna... Alright, that went down for a while because, just a couple issues going on with the whole fire alarm shutting off, which was not good at all. There's just some technical difficulties, like you do. Alright, let me just send this through. Okay, there he is. Alright, let me just get... Alright, is the game audio and the audio from my mic, is it at good levels? Let me check my levels real quick. That looks loud here. How's that? You can't hear the game. The game is, Are you sure you can't hear the game? Because I can hear the game and it's coming through the, How does the video look? Is there any issues with that? Chief. Okay, let me just... Okay, is it outputting now? Now, alright, now is it outputting? Okay, is the game too loud? Is the game too loud? It's a little loud, alright. Alright, how's that? Is it still too loud? Hold on, let me... Maybe if you wait for, if I wait for the video review to come up again. So, how's your sex life? I feel like that should be fine. Hey, Chance, Chief Among Us. How's it going? Alright, I think I'm good. Alright. That's a lot of time for technical issues. Alright. And, alright, we should be back. Should be back. Alright, so let me just alright, let me just grab this and this. Alright, so there have been some technical difficulties tonight, to be sure. Definitely, in fact, everything I would say that has happened to me today has been a long string of technical difficulties. Alright, let me just... Images. Regain. Let me just fix this up real quick. Change thumbnail. Alright, and I'm just going to refresh this until it starts to function like a actual website would. Alright, and that should do it. Alright. Chance unlocked the B-sides for Chapter 1 of Celeste. Went back for all the strawberries. Oh no. To have fun with that. Alright, so we're about to start. I'm actually going to scrap the character that I have going on right now. I'm going to start a new playthrough for this. It should be, Alright, and that should do it. Alright, so we're just gonna play offline. Continue, new game.
Oh yeah. Pale blood.
It's always a new experience. Always lots of fun.
Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself?
God, I really do need to set up Twitch for this stuff.
Easy.
Don't tell the YouTube ninjas I said that, though. They could smell fear.
But first, you'll need a contract.
Alright, let me just... Shouldn't I be able to... Okay, yeah, alright. Nice. There he is. There's our handsome boy. We're gonna call him, Here we go. Like you do. Origin, Let me just... I'm gonna go... There we go. Oh no. Alright, so I can see Chance and Andrew in the chat. How's so Chance, how's your sex life?
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
It's pretty groovy, my dude. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna... Because we're starting a new Bloodborne playthrough today. Yeah, man, about 30 to 45 minutes ago. I'm trying to figure out how I can set it up so that my streaming software shows me what you type so I don't have to keep going back to the YouTube panel, which is not good for me when I'm trying to play like a functioning human being. Because I'm completely new to this. This is the first time that I've streamed on my own like a big boy. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta watch out. This game is rated M for mature, guys. I'm sorry. This is demonetized. This is too scary for the youngins. We need to put in Ape Escape for the PS1.
You found yourself a hunter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I could fix whatever's keeping the chat from showing up in my Streamlabs by just being a competent human being. Unfortunately, being a competent human being is not what we do here at Skilled Chrom. The skilled is in parentheses for a reason. That reason being that I'm a fucking moron. So the first order of business is to give all of my viewers motion sickness. Alright, so obviously, since it's my 5th time playing through this game, I'm a master of the mechanics. I am a beast at the combat. See, against the cleric, well, if he can't even touch us, look at us. Everything is going just as I planned it. Just gotta get behind him and whack that booty. Give him the old hanky spanky. Come here. This is the technical intro boss of the game. No, okay. I don't consent to that. I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable about this. Come here, buddy. They're not that bad when you get used to them. Gotta give them the old. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. I think the AI of this one is specifically made to Just lunge after you. I was gonna go for the cheap joke where I say I'm good at the game and then die to the cleric wolf, but or not the cleric, to the church wolf. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I was about to say that it actually looks like I'm gonna beat him. Nope, we're not allowed. Thank you, Blood Souls. What a healthy meme. What a big hearty guffaw that we're having today. God, I am just sucking incomprehensible amounts of ass right now. See, Chance, you better be careful because that's how I'm gonna come over there and clap your cheeks. Good evening. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna go Cleaver because I'm basic like that. Yes. Yeah, we're playing offline, so... Which Adventure Time game? The game for the Switch? Oh, yeah, the Wind Waker-like one. Yeah, I heard that was awful. Somehow I don't feel like starting my first stream at like midnight was a good idea, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So I actually reset my character so that it'd be the beginning of the game, because I figure that people who've never played the game before might watch this. And I really do feel like not knowing what's coming next is a major part of what makes this game special. Because the first time I played this, there was a lot that I didn't know about the game. You see, I ran there. I didn't even know that I could run the first time I played the game. I didn't know you could hold the dodge button to run. Because this was my first Soulsborne game. Am I missing anything? No, okay. And I remember I climb up that ladder and hear the cleric beast, do the roar, like you know. I thought that I had some kind of metaphor, but I don't. Basically, I heard it shriek like a banshee, and then I was like, "Oh, what's that?" I eventually ran into it, wasn't able to beat it for a while. Don't even get me started on Gascoigne. But when you get up here, and you talk to Gilbert, good old Gilly in the window. There it is, like the majestic call of a winged angel. It shrieks into the night. But yeah, you come over here, you talk to Gilbert. He tells you that you gotta be not here. And you want to be over there around the Cathedral Ward. And the entire time I kept thinking about, oh, what's across that? Because I never even, the first time I played this game, I never even made it much past the first bonfire that we're going to see up through here. Because the ambush there, I'm really bad at video games and I couldn't figure it out until I saw somebody else do it. And even then, it took me a while before I was able to actually efficiently pick them off one by one. And so I didn't even know that, because I didn't even know that the lower bridge over there leading up to Daddy Gasoline. Yeah, the lower bridge leading to Daddy Gasoline. That's how you get into the Tomb of Uden. I didn't even know that that was a thing. Because I saw this big bridge, and I heard him say, go across the bridge to the Cathedral Ward. I was like, oh, okay, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to be, over there. And I guess that technically was true. But the entire time, all I could think of is, this is just the first area of the game. I'm going to go to all of this, and I wonder what's going to be there and what it's going to look like.
Pale blood, you say?
And especially when you're like stuck at the very beginning of a game and you got that intimidation factor going on, because all you know is it's hard and you're dying constantly. That intimidation check of like, I have no idea what's coming, and all I know is that it's going to be a lot of it. There's something magical about it. Like, this game scared me when I first played it, because there's genuine tension if you don't know what's coming up. Of course, then you replay it because you've like learned the game and you want to go back and experience new things or try out new playstyles or just like go through the game again. And you already know what's coming up, so you just cheese everything.
Across the valley to deep within lies the old main cathedral, said to be
There's a special kind of magic about how like Soulsborne games progress, because you start off like you know nothing and you're like vulnerable and everything can kill you in a matter of like a few hits. And then by the time that you've fully beaten the game, when you go to replay it, you have this vast knowledge. I mean, it's kind of debatable in some ways. Can your vast experience stop 8 people from being murdered? I'm not sure about that, but what I do know is it definitely keeps you from being murdered. And honestly, self-murder keeping away is probably the best thing that there is. I mean, for your own health. Probably not for other people. I should not be doing any of this. I'm sorry. I'm leading a very bad example for new players. I'll tell you this, though. It's working. That guy he thinks he's slick because he has a shield, but little does he know there are no shields in Bloodborne, except for the shield, that the purpose of which is to tell you that there's no shields in Bloodborne. Where'd he go? Oh, okay.
You that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Alright, just checking up onto some Discord stuff real quick. Alright. I don't think I'm going to go for every NPC conversation in the game, but I'm going to try to show off what I can.
He'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
Thanks, Chief. So something that you'll notice about Yharnam real quick is that everyone who lives here is a massive ass cave. Come here. Like this guy who thinks he's sick with his PvP strats. Yeah, buddy, if it didn't work for Andrew Garbanzo 2007, it's not going to work for you. So as you can tell, that was actually a professional strategy in this game. It's called starting your combo from like 70 feet away. It's a real pro maneuver. I'm really good at it. See, all you have to do to get this pro move off is you stand literally miles away from your opponent and you just miss every hit that you throw out because you're really bad at this game. There you go. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't remember that they didn't fix this shitty game. Forget. Is that on this side? That is not on this side. Alright, I have effectively wasted my time. I've wasted all of your time. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be watching me. Alright, I have health. Forgot that I picked that up. If you look very, very closely in the background, you'll see a neat Easter egg where, when there's too much on screen, every enemy that's too far away from you activates their hidden move where they become a Microsoft Paint slideshow, I think it's really sneaky that FromSoft put this in because Microsoft, as we all know, is actually the mortal enemy and natural predator of a Sony console. Okay, I'm going to show off another pro strat, and this is actually a pro strat that I learned from watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a secret technique passed down in the Joestar line. It's called hot-footed out of there. As you can see, that's definitely a real strat that non-cowards use. But you guys want to see me, fight, so we're just gonna tickle this guy's pickle real quick. Okay, never mind. I guess he didn't much appreciate that. That's okay. Let's take a little more. Again, I'm sorry, guys. This game is rated M for mature. Now, the most important thing when you want to pick up an item is you got to remember to just mash the X button 70 times. Get that controller ASMR in here. Real talk, these things are annoying. Right here. Yeah, no, one of the most important things to remember for a Souls game is to always read the item descriptions, because usually pretty important lore is actually usually hidden in these item descriptions. So you can see, so the Molotov cocktail explodes in raging flames when thrown against an object, much like a human child. I think the pebble probably has the best lore in the game. Small pebbles thrown throughout Yharnam can be thrown at foes, quite thrilling. Of course, I really do like the design of the pebble, just because, for whatever reason, without any like hint of irony whatsoever, and just lacking in all subtlety, they decided to make the pebble look like an eye, which does play into the themes of the game, as you'll see later. We'll talk to this guy. This guy's also a dick.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Alright, that gives me a little bit of time to, I might actually at one point, try to, like, cover my basic understanding of the lore of this game. Obviously, it's hard to organize it because, the way time works in these games is convoluted. I know that it's actually that way in Dark Souls. Like, in Dark Souls, it's actually canon that time is just really screwy in lore gen. But it doesn't seem to be, at least it's not brought up that that's the case in Yharnam. But it might as well be, because this game's timeline is all over the goddamn place. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but, because in this game, they don't really... They tell you things that happen in the lore, but they never tell you a time frame for when they happen. So you're kind of left to make assumptions about how far away from each other in terms of time that each thing happened. There we go. Right. You're led to make assumptions to yourself about, about like the time frame in which things happen, and because of that, when the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. Right, because there's like such a weird like reliance on the fans to stitch together the timeline of the game from the things that we know happen. People argue a lot about... Oh, okay, or I could just die to a low-level enemy with a torch. I'm sorry you had to see that. That's okay, we take those. We take those L's. I know that I'm known for going O2, but I didn't know I would go O2 here. But yeah, because the time frame in which things happen is left largely up to the player, and there are a lot of things that we know happen, and they don't even give you like how far away some of this stuff happened to the course of the game. So depending on who you asked, the entire events of this game's lore could take place within a single century, or it could take place within like the better half of 1,000 years. And there's pretty much no way to know who's right. Okay. Thank you, Bloodborne. I'm paying more attention to talking than I am to playing. I'm just gonna YOLO it. I'm just gonna hot-foot it out of there, Smokey. Please don't get caught on those stairs. Please don't get caught on the stairs. Okay, okay. Sometimes if you're trying to get that hot run strat, you're not supposed to run past there. It's just something that you can do if you like know that you're able to do it. I'm gonna get a hold of myself and alright, I should be able to get away with dealing with that other dog later. Yeah, oh, okay, that's convenient. Come here. Thanks, Chief. All we know is it started with the... Okay, I guess I just activated motion controls somehow. It started with... I keep trying to shield. This is not DS1. I've been playing a little bit of Dark Souls on my Switch. So instinctively sometimes I'll just go for that L1 and just do the trick weapon. Hopefully it hasn't messed me up too bad. There are definitely like transferable skills between the Soulsborne games. But if you try to play Bloodborne like you would play Dark Souls 1, you're going to get just massively boned. You're just going to screw yourself entirely. What are you buying? No. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're going to give him a Mr. Fister. Come here. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. No, 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 no. Alright, just give me that regain. Give me that sick regain. Alright, it's probably for our best interest if we don't head for the aqueduct straight away. So what I'm gonna do is... Did I get this guy down here? Yeah, it's free souls. Give me those echoes. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go for the bridge. Oh, that didn't one-shot. Or actually did that one-shot. Alright. That's bait. Nice. Yeah, oh, okay, so you guys don't know about the regain system. Alright, the good thing about Bloodborne is, there's a system called regain. Which is, when you get damaged, you have a small window of time. It's a few seconds long. You have a window of time after you get damaged, where in that window of time, if you hit something back, you can actually get your health back. The best thing I can compare it to is red health in a tag team fighter. But instead of getting it back over time, you get it back by dealing that damage back. It's kind of messed up when you think about it, because obviously you're, fucking... If I can just... you can't look at it in here. Your healing item in this game is called the Blood Vial. And obviously how that works is you stab yourself in a needle with... you stab yourself with a needle full of blood, and it heals you, which is kind of gross because you're mostly picking it up off of infected werewolf monsters. But what makes it kind of gross is there's the lore implication that because of the way that you heal yourself is by injecting blood into yourself. There's the lore implication that the way that the regain system works in canon is that you're actually just coating your open wounds with the blood of your enemies, which is pretty metal, but also pretty disgusting. Especially the fact that there's a beast plague going around that you're basically just constantly infecting yourself with. That was unnecessary, but I went for it anyway. No. No, I don't much appreciate this. But stop it! Stop it! Yeah, these things are annoying. Alright, we're just gonna... Nope, stop, no! You are not allowed! Okay, yeah, I guess you're just gonna be a... That's fine. Hey man, this game's about blood. It's pretty metal like that. This game is... Okay, here we go. We're gonna take him down like a big boy. That's my big boy strat. I do love the design of this boss, especially because it teaches you, in its design subtly, something that's true for a lot of bosses in this game. No, no thank you. Oh, that's not even a grab, come on. Did you see that? I was outside of his hand, thank you. Thank you, FromSoft. No, stop it. I'm gonna just get behind him and just... Thanks, Chief. Okay, I need to stop standing directly in front of him as he initiates a grab attack. I'm so bad at this game, oh my god. So the key thing about fighting a big boy boss in this game is you gotta stand behind him and smack that booty. Come here. Come here. I said come here. Give me your love! No. Okay, no, I don't appreciate that. Yeah, always top off your health if you can manage. I'm getting greedy. Nope. Yeah, that grab takes like 7.5 weeks to come out, so I should not have been getting hit by it. Obviously I was, but I should not have been. The game is fun. The game is a challenge. If it's not fun, why bother? And that is how you do it. Alright, so we're just gonna ignore the fact where I got hit by his grab attack like 7 times. I got a nice 4 insight, which is going to allow us to level up. God, if there's one thing I really goddamn love about the updates to this game is that they fixed the loading times, because the loading times in the unupdated version of this game, like the unpatched version of this game, are awful. It takes like 7,000 years to go anywhere. Here we go. And this is Best Waifu.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Alright, so
Did you speak with Gehrman?
we'll get around to it.
Long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet? Ah.
Okay, they're just she's gonna repeat the
Very well. Let the echoes
talking about the
become your
messengers,
strength.
which are the little
Let me stand close.
God, I don't really know what to call them. The first thing that comes to mind is Ghostbusters, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. How many levels do we have to work with? 6. Alright. Gonna go for some vitality. On endurance, why not? And one of these. Oh yeah, and I can go for this too. Let me just... Droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Used to gain blood echoes. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from the blood echoes. They imbibe the blood with thoughts of reverence, indeed gratitude, for their victim. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna equip that. And does this say anything different? No, okay. Just gonna... There we go.
Welcome. What is it you did? Very well. Let me stand.
Alright, so we can get one level off of this. Is anything really gonna... I don't really need that much endurance. You don't really need much endurance at all in Bloodborne. If you're stuck at all around the beginning of this game, always remember... your stamina regains so fast in this game, and you use so little of it whenever you do anything, that you rarely need to upgrade your endurance. But health is something that you're going to be upgrading far into the base game. Blood Tinge and Arcane. That's a good question. Blood Tinge, basically, it's... I think the best... Here. Attribute governing power of weapons that use Quicksilver bullets determines whether or not you can use certain equipment. So it's basically your gun stat. But here's the thing. I say that it's basically your gun stat, but there are other weapons that use blood properties that benefit from it. Because the reason that Blood Tinge helps with your Quicksilver bullets is because Quicksilver bullets are imbibed with some kind of blood. I don't remember what. And Arcane is basically your magic stat, because there's no magic in Bloodborne. The lore people will hop on you if you say that there's magic in Bloodborne. But there's magic in Bloodborne. And attribute governing power of arcane attack determines whether or not you can use certain equipment. So when you get your big, Eldritch special attacks, oh, okay. That's gonna be when you can use, actually, is there magic in Bloodborne? Technically. We can't talk about that.
Farewell, good hunter.
We will get to that. Ring the beckoning bell. Well, I'm not playing online, so probably would be doing better if I was. So have y'all heard of Zoom by Tim Allen? Yeah, I'm just... Hey. I guess he never saw me. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Bloodborne was free on PS Plus for a while. There were a lot of people that started the game through that. One second, just... Sorry. Yeah, sinuses. It's literally allergy season, you know how it is. Hey, what's up, big boy? You think you're tough? Alright, that is not where I want to go. Oh no, I think he saw me. We're just gonna go ahead and, Oh yeah, they're roaring up there. He definitely saw me. He can't come up through there, can he? I'm not gonna stick around to find out. It is literally allergy season! Okay, no, fuck you too. Alright, so we're gonna get up to, we're gonna just swoosh our way around here and one more up here. Thankfully, this guy doesn't respawn. If these guys ever ask where Max went in the Disney animated canon, that's where he went. Real talk, if anybody knows, where did Max go? Because I feel like the entire Goof Troop canon just got completely removed from everything.
You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what you do? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Max went to college. I'll accept that as an answer. No respect for the elderly. That's true, but also, no. So she rambles about how we're useless because we're an outsider, not from around here, and also we're new. Basically, as many ways to say that we're not a Yarnamite as she possibly can. We're just gonna cut that down. Nope. Oh, okay. Hi! Sorry to drop in. Oh god, no. I guess he appreciated that about as much as Chance does. It was actually a prank. Calm down. No. I don't consent to the... I'm being shot at. Oh, that was almost really bad. For the first time in my life, I am completely sincere when I say thank you, Bloodborne. Yeah, that's right. It was a social experiment. Okay, but we actually do need to get back up there. Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here, Monado boy. Anyways, like and subscribe. Okay, here we go. That's how you make an entrance. And here we're gonna talk to,
Oh. A hunter, are you?
We're gonna talk to Hunter Grandma.
Outsider. What
What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the world.
Get a bold hunter's mark. If you've ever played Dark Souls,
There are no humans left.
but one of them yells
All
Buster.
Flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about.
Yeah. She gives us a bold hunter's mark. If you've ever played Dark Souls, it's a homeward bone.
No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
All right, that's important. Remember that. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different than the beasts themselves. So, Crow Grandma just gave us a couple of homeward bones, and also this. Which one do I not need? This one. This pretty epic victory royale Fortnite dance. It's pretty short for a Fortnite dance, but I'll give it the win over the floss. I don't know what I just did, but I think I got blood echoes for something. Okay, I'm not gonna get the parry, so I guess I'll just... Oh, come on, he's not dead. You've got to be kidding me. Does everyone just hate you in this game? Almost everyone, yes. Eileen's pretty cool. Alfred's pretty cool. We'll meet him in a bit. I'm kind of torn because part of me wants to just run past everything, but part of me wants to take it slower so I can show like new people what they're supposed to do. I could go up and get that. I'm not going to. In my opinion, it isn't worth it. We're gonna go back and we're gonna kill this, where'd he go? Oh, he's up there. Hey, Chief. Nice! And that's how you do it. Now, these guys are pretty tough, but, this is a good way to get the drop on them. Oh, okay. One of the worst things about these guys is they reach really slowly, but they also reach forward when they die. So it can be hard to tell whether they're actually dying or they're about to start an attack. But most of the time, if they're at that low of health, all you need is another swing to get them anyway. They're not really effective, they're just kind of annoying. Yeah, you just walk into a combo and you have to deal with a little bit of damage. I'd say it's less of an issue actually almost getting killed by them, and it's more of an issue being stopped for like 4 seconds and not being able to do anything. Oh yeah, one thing you should know, one of these guys is actually in here when you start out. Oh, that's a shadow of... which is up there. See him? It's pretty clever. I actually forgot that this game had, like, shadow stuff going on, because the shadows in the alpha build for this game were really strong because the lighting was really good, but they had to tone it back because FromSoft is a brilliant game developer studio, but they are not good at optimizing. I'm sure you guys know the horror stories about Blighttown, but even outside of Blighttown and even outside of DS1, there are just moments in FromSoft games where the frame rate can tank, or where it just cannot be optimized properly. And it isn't really common when it happens, but when it does happen, it's just a massive pain. I'm gonna top off real quick. I was gonna sneak up on him, but I guess I'm not allowed. Come on, do an attack I can parry. Oh, okay, never mind. There we go. Thanks for wasting like 5 bullets. Actually, I think I have enough blood vials. I can just... There we go. I really don't want to do this. I have to. I'm sorry. I really don't want to do this.
But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
Oof. That's an ouch. So we're actually gonna go back around and yeah, the actual the reason I didn't want to talk to her is because talking to her starts a really sad quest line. And once the game has confirmed that you know that she exists by talking to her, that quest line eventually is going to end one way or another. And spoilers, the only good endings in the Soulsborne games are usually the endings that you don't get. So a lot of time you often have to choose between either letting something bad happen to a character or just not completing that character's questline at all. I'm gonna get ganked by that dog over there, aren't I? Yep. Yeet! Oh, what's up, little boy? Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. Just be careful swinging around fire like that. It might get burned. And that's how we do it. Oh, has he got bullets for me? Nice. Maybe, just gonna... Alright, I don't think he saw me. You gotta be pretty close to those to get their, to trigger their aggro radius. But I'll be if it's not really hard to remember that because you get nervous. You don't want to trigger that aggro radius because these guys are tough at the start of the game. Alright. So we're going to go for an epic gamer moment. Nice! Look at that. Not a scratch on me. Good as new. Feel like New Year's Day after putting on a fresh pair of underwear. One of your stats in this game actually one of your stats in this game actually brings up your oh good, I caught it. Brings up your visceral attack, but I don't remember if it's skill or blood tinge. If anyone knows that's watching this, just put it in the... Oh, okay. Stop it. No, I just want the... Alright. I don't even know if I want to kill him. I'm just gonna leave him like that. Alright. We're just gonna... One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yarnum's beastly threat. Recognizable by its withered feathers, this cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters. Allows one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. We're just going to read the unique parts of these because I'm not going to repeat all of it. There's nothing about this that isn't stated on the chest plate. What about this one? No, this is the same text as the chest plate. So the only one with unique text is the hat. Look at us now. Looking pretty groovy if I do say so myself. Look at us, we're hot. And no one can stop us. We're just gonna... Okay, there we go. Thankfully, rats cannot climb ladders, so I think we're good. They can't climb ladders, right? Nice. Now I am the box art. Actually, is this the... Right, this is the one in the box art, because it's the one on the figure. It's rewind time. If I controlled rewind, I'd want animation in Robin Williams. Speaking of which, can we talk about how bad the Aladdin movie looks? Like, nothing about the live-action Aladdin makes me feel like it's going to be successful. There's, like, bad juju coming out of that movie. Oh, you haven't seen it. You heard Will Smith raps in them. I'm sure he does, honestly. Is there anything in here? See, with our raised defense, we can be even more reckless and stupid. Or we could just pick them off from this far away like a sane person. Oh my god, why are there so many? Get out of my way! Just... Oh god, yeah, that's gross, man. That is really disgusting. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't do that. See, are they just making live actions of all their animated movies? I think so, honestly. They're doing a quote-unquote live-action Lion King, but the animals are CGI. Most of the locations are CGI. Okay, this is where it was. Yeah, the animals are CGI. Most of the locations are CGI. The only live action thing about it is it looks like live action. It's true. We're not going to go for that right now. Because we're going to unlock this. So now we can... Here's a brief... If you don't remember where we are, this is where we are. And I thought I killed these guys, but apparently not. Nope. Stop it. Maya, would you look at the time? I'm just gonna... Have a lovely day. That's true. I mean, Aladdin is my favorite classic Disney movie. Come here. Excuse me. What appears to be the issue, ma'am? Oh, okay. This is why you never work customer service. I'm gonna run up and just... Oh, yeah. That one's gonna leave a mark. Alright, honestly, I think we're gonna go for... Gonna need to be real sneaky up here. Kimmy? 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 Who's a good boy? Kimmy? Kimmy? Now... Sit. Good boy. I can just deal with this guy. Maybe don't want to use too many. I think it's fine. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, we got plenty of blood vials, so I can go for that. Alright, I'm just gonna wanna... Alright. First real boss of the game right here. This guy usually beats the ever-loving hell out of me, if I'm gonna be honest. Alright, here, we're gonna talk to Father Gasoline.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Yeah, I was surprised by the fact that they decided to make Dante's beard bigger in Devil May Cry 6. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna reel from that one. Come here. Come here. God, I really don't want to get caught in that combo.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me.
Alright, I got the parry window. I got the parry window. Alright. Come here. I'm gonna bait out a melee attack, but one that I can actually parry correctly. Oh, okay. No, can't parry that. Come here. Oh my god. I need bullets! No, not your bullets! Stop it. No. Stop. Stop it. He's literally eating my ass right now. No, stop. No, stop it. I didn't mean it. Oh, I guess he's just gonna run into that. Okay, okay, come here. Get the music box. Get the music box! Okay, yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. And that's how you do it. Eat my entire ass. Yeah! Killed me like 14 times my first try, and now I can just one-hit him. That is the power of evolution. That is getting good. Am I missing anything through here? And by doing that, of course, him being the first required boss of this game, we've unlocked a couple of things. And we've also, as you can see, we can, a good environmental cue wants to lead you over there towards where you might have seen this earlier. Yep. Red jeweled brooch. If we go on our inventory. Oh, it's in here. A woman's bright red brooch engraved with a, brooch. Is it brooch or brooch? I think it's brooch. A woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter. Used to change the droplet blood. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With the proper workshop tool, various weapons can be fortified. Of course, we can. It's pronounced brooch. Okay, yeah. I never understood that. Red blood gem, and if we examine it in our inventory. Created from a bright red brooch, this blood gem strengthens the effect of rallying, a quintessential hunter skill. Rallying symbolized the battle-worn hunter, who is often the only thing standing after a bloodbath. Now, where have we heard about a red jeweled brooch? Right, Chance is the big sleepy. He's gonna take a nighty-night. Good night, Chief. Don't let the Bethesda bugs bite. Man, I don't know. Bethesda scares me because there's the genuine possibility that Elder Scrolls 6 is actually going to be bad. Like, I know a lot of people trash on Skyrim because it's the junk food of video games. But Elder Scrolls 6 might actually genuinely not be good. This is good lore detail. The Bergenwerf spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. And of course, now that we've gotten our first blood gem, we get the blood gem workshop tool, which... A misplaced workshop tool from the hunter's dream. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by kneading blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. So cool. This One shot right here.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. Screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
He seems suspicious, but
Be asking ya.
at least from everything I've gathered, he's actually pretty alright. He or she, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Can't really even get under there and get a little peek at him. Tell. I call him he because other NPCs refer to him as a he.
If you happen upon someone while hunting, if they seem, oh, and I do sincerely hope that.
Hey. He's fine. He's like, he seems creepy, like he's sinister, but he's actually just really socially awkward. Where is the doll? The old hunter bell. Oh, we never talked to Gurman. Let's talk to Gurman. Gurman's kind of a creepy old man.
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gairman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll, should it please you.
That's a yikes for me, Chief. So Gurman was one of the first hunters, and he now watches over this place called the Hunter's Dream. Blessed, or rather cursed, by basically eternal life. And he watches over this place. And basically
Welcome home, good hunter. What is
basically
your
manages the
desire?
dream, shows new hunters what to do.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Alright, I'm gonna go... I know min-maxing is important, but I'm considering leveling up stuff that I don't use often, in the chance that I use it later on in the playthrough. I might pick up a weapon I haven't tried much before. I could try to get into Arcane and pick up the Logarius wheel, but I hate the wheel's moveset. It's just... And I know for some people that want to try out new stuff, like getting used to a moveset you hate is like a big part of the appeal. I don't know, I just can't pick up a moveset that's just that hard to have fun with for me. I think you can't go wrong with strength and vitality, so I'm just gonna get me some more of that. Because leveling up strength is gonna be good until I get up to like 30. Might pass the soft cap on a couple of these. You got soft caps and hard caps. A soft cap is effectively... I didn't mean to go to the Tomb of Odin. Soft cap effectively being... like when you reach a point where you're not going to be getting as much from from a level up as you would have in previous level ups. So basically a soft cap is when it starts slowing down. Hard cap is when you start getting diminishing returns. I'm not gonna mess with going that way. If I need to get back to the Central Yarnum lamp, I'm just gonna go through the lamp. You get to watch me make my trek of shame because I picked the wrong headstone. No, I picked the right headstone. I picked the wrong menu option. It's my trek of shame. This is my shame walk. I guess it's my shame dash. It's hard to look shameful when I'm this sexy. I mean, look at this strut. This is the strut of a real man right here. We meet the easiest enemies in the entire series to parry. Their attacks have, I swear to God, their attacks have literal weeks of startup lag. And you can parry them at any point, and they get stunned, so you can riposte them. Alright, where's the... Alright, on the main chapel building right here. Try to bait it out. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it then. There it is. That is important, remember that. That will be coming in handy later. Let's see. I mentioned a big fella called Alfred earlier, where we're gonna go talk to Alfred right now. Alfred. No, Alfred. Alright, there we go. I can English right. Don't judge me. I just want to bait out this dog, because dogs are like the worst. They're super fast. Ah, God. Let me just go ahead and get hit by every attack in the game real quick. I didn't ask for you! Oh wow, that has a lot of range. I don't remember that. Just gonna top it off real quick. You can never go wrong topping your health off. I mean, unless you're really low on health vials and you need to use them later. But that doesn't really happen because, especially in the early game, this game basically showers you with blood vials. I mean, look at how much blood's coming out of these guys. This game is rated 8 for mature, alright? This is a big boy stream. Cold blood do. Mollies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I must have started really close to midnight because the time that my clock is displaying is pretty close to the time that the stream has been going for. Oh, I just realized the clock in my room is 8 minutes or... Is it early or late? I think it's late. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna have to give a no to that one, Chief. It's good. Something to learn for, Yeah, I better hope your mommy doesn't see you watching this game. This is a big boy game. Alright, you got a big boy up. Put on your big boy pants. And this
You're a beast hunter, aren't
is effectively the game Solaire before they invented the game Solaire in an update.
I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Oh, yeah. So we're just taking turns streaming, huh? Yeah, it's kind of fun. The funniest thing is I have another friend that streams, and I started streaming right after he stopped. So I guess it just kind of works out pretty convenient.
There must be... Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
I remember when I first played Bloodborne and I tried to convince Dad that Alfred was cool, and then Alfred said there must be oodles for us to share. And for the rest of the weekend that I was over, like, back in my parents' house, my dad could not watch me playing Bloodborne without just repeating the word oodles to himself.
As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard
oodles.
the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit. Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the tomb of the gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing.
See a ventriloquist.
Everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Yeah, I know. He's got the mutton chops. I wish I had as much swagger as Alfred does. Alfred is a big boy. Alfred has swagger. Really, I do like his design, though. Is he a ventriloquist? Here's the issue with FromSoft games. Their voice acting is really good. Like, they got some ASMR tier voice acting. Their lip syncing, however, no. Because I think, like, in all 5 human-sized Frodo, I can see it. I think in, like, all 5 Blood Souls games, from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 3, the only time that there's any, like, actual lip syncing where characters' faces move when they speak is very rarely in animated cutscenes. And even then, it's usually off-screen, so I think that it might just be that they're trying to avoid issues with dubbing. Hey, buddy. Not nearly as slow as the one in the hospital was. Yeah, the Clinic Wolf is actually a nerfed version of this enemy right here. We're actually on the way to one of the coolest areas in the game up here. It's just a little off-putting, yeah. Because I feel like unless it's just a restraint thing, I feel like them not using. Come here. Yeah. I feel like them not using lip syncing is a little weirder than if the lip syncing was off because of dubbing. Like, I'd rather have that than have the nothing that we have now. I mean, you get used to it, but especially because they're kind of aware about it. And most characters in these games are either wearing something that obstructs their face, or you see them from such a far away angle that you don't really notice most of the time. It's only when you like go out of your way and zoom in on somebody that it really becomes an issue.
Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close.
Yeah, most characters' auto animations, like the dolls, are kind of animated to have them move around a bit, so that with how small their faces usually look, with how zoomed out the camera is, you can't really tell whether or not they're moving their mouth or not. So your brain kind of like fills in the gaps that they're moving their mouth, even if they aren't. There have been times when I've been playing the game and I've like just forgotten that this game doesn't have lip syncing. It just looks to me like the doll is talking because you just got that illusion going on. Let me check my Discord while this is loading. We're about to step into probably one of the coolest areas in the game.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those about. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Like, alright, here's the thing. Usually I'd actually disagree. Like, usually I don't like the way that, Orange Skies look because I don't like warm lighting that much. But when it comes to this area where everything is abandoned and overgrown, you get this really good contrast of like all these burned over grays and stuff contrasting with the sky looks like it's also burning because you got the orange sky, and it's got like the black and the grays that like carry the smoke. I just think it's really cool looking, especially when you get into some other areas in the... Come here. Come here. No, I said come here. No, stop it. Stop. No. No, 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 no. Alright, we got him. Pro strat. Okay, never mind. We'll just go back for it. Yeah, this area has really good aesthetics, really good lore, honestly. And I've been, like, missing or skipping some lore in some of the other areas. Like, we barely explored any of Cathedral Ward because I wanted to just go to this area immediately. Alright, another shard. I'm not going to mess with the monsters that are over on that platform. Da-na-na, da-na. I give my life. Alright. Let's just hit that swoosh. Come here, buddy. No, stop it. Mm-mm. It might be around the time in the game where upgrading your weapon starts to become something that you actually need to focus on. Because you see, it's taking me a full combo to kill these guys, which is not going to be very good for us when they start ganking us. Like, you see, that guy kind of took me by surprise. I kind of forgot he was there. Alright. I thought there was one back here. I swear. Like, I swear to God, I thought there was one back there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining or anything. I just, you know, I just figured. This is about to be a pain in the ass.
Which is why I must stop kills.
Is he gonna go again, or? Oh no, he's going again. Right, don't mind me, I'm just gonna... Oh, hello there. Oh, hi, Mark. Come here. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. These guys are afraid of fire, because... lore reasons. Which direction is that? Alright. Another shard. So you just unlocked the ability to... Well, maybe you didn't. Maybe you could unlock... Or maybe you could use weapons before. Alright. Come here. These guys are afraid of fire for lore reasons, so we're just gonna smack them. Alright. Do we have any items from around here? Let's check our inventory. Small medicinal tablets that counteract poison. Used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged Old Yharnam long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. I think it's, I want it to be notable, that the item that we get that counteracts poison is what cures the so-called ashen blood sickness. What else do we have? Fire paper. Coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. A hunter tool found in the Healing Church workshop. Since the tragedy that struck the Old Yharnam, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. Skull of a madman touched by wisdom of the great ones, used to gain insight. Making knowledge with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. Also very important. Also very notable. Is there anything that's going to tell us about... anything that's going to tell us about Old Yarnum? So we're going to get into good old lore time. Yikes, that was almost bad. Good old lore that we're going to get into here. This old Yarnum was the original town of Yarnum that the rest of it is built around. Down here within this valley. You can see here. And this is, oh, you can actually see a path down to a later area in another part of the game here. That's actually pretty cool. At least, if that's what I think it is, which it might not be, but if it's what I think it is, actually, I don't think it is, never mind. And basically, this place down within this valley, with all of the rest of the town built around it, was originally... what used to be just plain old Yarnum, but it was ground zero for the beast outbreak that's causing all these werewolf monsters that you're seeing here. And thus they had the hunters come in, and eventually it got so bad that they actually had these special group of hunters come in and burn the place to the ground, basically, leaving it in ruins. Crap, 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 crap. Come on, come on, come on. Which made it so that Old Yarnum was basically mostly destroyed, was left run over by beast and smoldering in flame, and was pretty much just, you know, just like left to burn, basically left to rot by the Healing Church, which is not only a big boy group of church people in this world. Oh god, no, 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 no. I forgot to equip my gun for the cheese. Yeah, I'm not fighting him on this tiny platform, you can forget that. We're going to talk about who he is in a second. Basically, this place was left to be overrun by beasts and burned down by the Healing Church, who has basically governmental power. And it's commonly speculated that, if you'll notice, there's a water supply that runs freshly down through this part of town. And the ash and blood sickness is said to have come around the time that the Healing Church first came into power. And it counteracts, the antidote to it counteracts poison. So what it's commonly believed is that the Healing Church, who uses healing blood, which is a big part of Yarnum's whole thing, they use their healing blood. It's commonly thought that they created the ash and blood illness by poisoning the townfolk. We're going to need to reload to get that. Right, it's commonly thought that they poisoned the townfolk to cause the ash and blood sickness to become a thing. Oh god, no. Yeah, I got a hunter coming after me. This is a saw spear hunter. He's kind of a jerk. And then the people came to them and they were like, hey, we need help with this. And they were like, alright, we're going to use our healing blood on you to help counteract the sickness, which was like a... In our theory, it was this like fake sickness that was invented by that church. Or I say in our theory, it's just a pretty common speculation. And that's the reason that this was ground zero for the... Can I see him from down here? Where's the hunter? The reason this place was ground zero for the Beast Scourge is because it was the doing of the Healing Church. And that the Healing Blood is pretty much the cause of everything messed up in this. I don't know. I can't coherently talk about lore unless I have like notes or something. I'm not E&B. I'm not Vadividya. I don't have knowledge. Absolutely humongous. Thank you, Andrew. Very cool. We're gonna reload because we knocked Jura off the cliff. So Jura was a member of the hunters that were sent in to clean up and burn down Old Yarnum. Nice. And he realized that the beasts that we're hunting, like the beastly scourge is a scourge, it's a sickness, and the beasts that we're hunting were once people. And because of that, he had like this massive realization of everything that he'd been doing, which led him to lock himself up in here with all these beasts and basically protect them. He's really easy to compare for like a lot of people. He's easy to compare to Crossbreed Priscilla, who also defends a bunch of monsters who, up in the point that you've been trying to get to that NPC, have been trying to murder you, and they're upset when you fight back. Let's see, where are we? Right here. Here we go. Oh god, no, they saw me. They saw me. Oh. Oh, no. That's gonna be a yikes. Can we set the, how do we aim? No, come on, here? Here? Oh, okay. I thought you could, Alright. What am I gonna do? Let's get up close, and I thought that you could, this hanging blood-starved beast, that you could set him on fire. I think there might be a way to do it. I'm not sure. If anyone knows how to do it, let me know. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a moron. No, yeah, I'm a moron, all right. Yep, yep, yep. Listen, guys, let me explain. It was a prank. It was a social experiment. Okay. Yeah, I think I deserve that, honestly. I don't know. All things considered, I think they took it pretty well. Anyway, so we've made it about... we've made it around halfway through Old Yarnum. We've dealt with Djura, and it got about 7,000 blood echoes hidden in that church over there on the other end of the way. So I think this is actually going to be a good spot to shut down the stream for the night. We've been going for about almost 2 hours, honestly. So thanks for watching. If you guys want to see more, just any kind of response is appreciated, even if you're like watching the the video after this goes up. Just go ahead and sound it off for the night.